This is the dish breakdown where I break down a dish so you never have to rely on a recipe again. And today we're breaking down mashed potatoes. When making mashed potatoes, you'll want to make sure you choose your potatoes wisely. You can use any potato variety that's low to moderate moisture. However, due to their buttery golden flesh, Yukon Golds generally make for the best mashed potatoes. Now when it comes to prepping your potatoes, it's totally your option to keep the skin on or off, but if you don't want skin in your mashed potatoes, here are your options. If you plan on cooking your potatoes whole, wait until after they're done cooking to peel them. Or if you want to cut down the cook time, peel your potatoes before cooking them, and then dice them into uniform cubes. And you'll want to make sure that they're uniform to ensure that they cook evenly. Now when it comes to cooking your potatoes, place them in a pot of cold water, heavily salt that cold water, and then place them on the stove to boil. Now when it comes to making mashed potatoes, you'll need to add some sort of fat and some sort of liquid. And although milk is probably the most common liquid, you could definitely use heavy cream, stock, or some sort of broth. And if you want to add additional flavors to your mashed potatoes, you can infuse your liquid with something fun, or you can add it at the end. You'll know your potatoes are ready to be strained as soon as your fork can go through them like room temperature butter. And once they're strained, mash them up. For the smoothest mashed potatoes, use a potato ricer or food mill. And for coarser mashed potatoes, use a potato masher. Now if you plan on infusing your liquid, make sure to strain it before adding it to your mashed potatoes. And then when it comes to finishing up those mashed potatoes, make sure to add your fat first. The amount of fat and liquid that you add is totally up to you. Just know you can always add more, but you can't take it back. I like to add a little bit of liquid at a time and then mix it up until I get my desired consistency. And then once all that liquid is added, I season with salt to taste. And when it comes to seasoning, if your potatoes aren't quite tasting right, they probably need more salt. And then to serve, you can leave them as is, or you can top them with something fun. I top mine with a knob of butter, some flaky salt, and a little bit of pepper.